morning, everybody. Andrew Varela filling in for Molly today. Good morning to you, friend.
Hello, dear. How are you? Good to see you.
I'm doing well. Good to see you. How's everything been with you?
Everything's great here. We're surviving. We're making it. We're having a good time too. It's good. It's beautiful. Beautiful. This is our favorite time of year. Fall is our favorite time of year.
Aw, that's true. I think it is for a lot of Midwesterners too. It's just kind of that change of season, getting out the cozy clothes, things like that. You know, it's tough though because I know as a performer for you, it's got to be hard not doing all the shows you're used to. But you are doing something for Skylight right now, right?
Yeah, we just recorded the Skylight Holiday Concert offering that they're putting out there, and it's going to be available to stream on December 11th for people from the Skylight website. And we went ahead and we laid down some of the favorite tunes. A lot of Skylight favorites came out, and we just laid down our favorite tunes. I sang a song from the Bernstein Mass, and I saw some of the people coming out recording it, and it's really going to be beautiful. It's really going to put people in the mood. You can see that we've celebrating all the holidays. So it's really nice to be able to it's great to be back on the stage at Skylight again. It's been a while. It's such a great space. I love it there.
You know, this is a random question, Andrew, but like somebody like you've sung on Broadway, you've got an incredible voice. Are you ever off key? Do you ever have trouble hitting a note?
Oh yeah.
For real?
Yeah, it's the body. The voice is a it's a part of your body. So there's things that happen, but you can't do it all the time. You got to be aware when it's happening. But and you modify what you're doing. But yeah, it happens all the time to everybody. And anybody that tells you different, a liar.
And is it true that honey helps your voice? Because I know a lot of people are looking for remedies for your throat this time of year. And I truly feel like singers have the best throat remedies.
Well, honey does work. There are a lot of different things. I know a soprano that drank ice water a lot, and what that does is that shrinks the cords when your voice is getting tired. It starts to swell, so you shrink them back down again. The honey is good. It coats your throat. It gives you a lot of. I'm big into just drinking a ton of water. I just drink water, and that's always worked well for me.
That's great. Okay, I love it. Here's something I love about you and Susan is you guys love cats. You love cats. In fact, you just got some new kittens.
We did. After Susan's been struggling with the shingles for so many weeks, we decided that she needed some new healthcare providers. And kittens are a wonderful addition to anybody's home. I highly recommend them. And so we found there was some relatives of ours were fostering a quartet of kittens. So we picked two of them that were ready to go. They're feral. And we've had them about 2 weeks now, and we're trained. You can see how they're blending in nicely with the family.
Yeah.
And we haven't named them yet because what we do is we do a naming ceremony where it was about 20 years ago. Susan and I were playing Scrabble, and we had a new cat in the house, and he started noodling around with the tiles. So we started picking the tiles that he was touching, and then we come up with a name. So we've come up with Sam, Gertie, Petey, and Vinny. Those we've named a bunch of cats that way. It gives them a part of the process, So it's actually pretty cool. We're probably gonna wait another week before we do that.
Yeah, because they have to get a little accustomed to being with you guys yet, right?
Yeah, and also we just want to figure out what they're like. You don't want to name your cat Lefty. That's terrible. But you want to give them a name that's appropriate to their character. So we're working on that.
I did that. I mean, when I first got my cat, because we had adopted him as well from a humane society. Now he's 18 and a half, I think you know. But we named him Russia for the first 2 weeks of his life because he's a Russian blue Persian, and he just looked like a Russia. But then after 2 weeks, we're like, that is not his name, and then he was bluegrass. So that's how big of a change that was.
How do you name a cat Russia? This is my cat named Yugoslavia. It's just I don't know.
It worked for us at the time. I lived with my cousin, and we were like, yeah, that's his name, and then we were like, no, that's not his name. This is interesting though, and this might help you kind of get to know your cats at home. So there's a new app that's out. It's still kind of being worked through the kinks, but it's for cats. It's called Meow Talk, and it's an Alexa. It works through like through your Alexa, but it can also just work through your app. And so basically what it does is it records your cat's meows, and then it's supposed to basically interpret your own cat's language, because they say each cat has its own language. Not every meow means the same thing for every cat. And so it gets to know your cat and then tells you what your cat wants by listening to it.
Oh, that's super cool. I wonder, can you imagine? What if your cat turns out to be a real jerk?
Oh, mine is.
I hate it here. Oh, the food sucks.
Mine's like, when you sleep, I think of murdering you. I mean, he's not he's one of those cats that wakes you up all night like this.
Yeah, totally. I get it. when you're a cat owner and you hear a noise at night, you just know it's the cat. It's not a burglar, it's the cat.
Yeah, it's the cat burglar. Exactly. Speaking of music, though, I wanna go through this too because I know you've got a cute story with this, but lullabies. So there's this study. I don't think it's surprising, but I just thought it was even interesting. They did a study on it that they said kids love lullabies no matter what language it's in. So they did this whole study just to see if kids would fall asleep and like lullabies the same regardless of the language. And they found yes. So therefore they figured it was the actual tune of a lullaby that truly put someone to sleep, not any of the words that are associated with it. But I wanted to know as a parent if you were if you loved lullabies when Oscar was little.
Well, I used to. I realized I would be singing it to him because when you're putting a baby to sleep, you're there for a long time. So I
Yeah.
started to sing a song. I figured I wanted to sing a song that I liked, so I would sing "Pretty Women" to him because it's got a lovely melody. And
Show me.
I would just from Sweeney Todd, "Pretty Women" from Sweeney Todd.
No, I don't
But then
know.
the
Sing
thing
it.
is, huh? Oh,
I said no, I don't know. Sing it.
No.
I know, I'm kidding,
But
it's
I would sing that to him, and then like 2 years later, when he was a toddler, Sweeney Todd, the PBS version, was on, and I was watching it, and Oscar heard that song and came in the room and just stood there and watched it, and I actually wept because it stayed with him. He retained it now, and the thing is, now I sing that song to him when I shave him. I give him a straight razor shave. I still do that. And I'm singing that song, and sometimes he joins me. It's great. It's a good song. It's a great song.
Well, and people have followed a little bit of your parenting story. Oscar's autistic, and he's also has perfect pitch, doesn't he?
Yeah, he says absolute pitch. We actually use him as a pitch pipe now. If I need to learn a song and I see a note, I yell up the stairs, "Oscar, sing a D flat." And he'll sing it perfectly every time.
Wow. So I just think that's my mom used to sing, and this is funny. She used to sing "Good night, sweetheart." Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. She'd sing that every night. And we had a parakeet for a little while, parakeet and a cat and whatever. And the parakeet would sing with my mom at night as she was putting like the little towel over it, because you put a towel over parakeets or something to put them to bed.
Oh, that's super cute. That's super cute.
So it's something, and my mom still says it. She'll even write it in a text, "Good night, sweetheart." And I know exactly what she's doing. So I do think it's something sweet between parents and kids that truly, I think, carries through life. So I wouldn't be surprised when you're old and super gray if he sings it back to you.
Oh, I love it. Well, he sings all day now too. So yeah, I would love to hear that. I can only imagine what that's like.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much for joining me this morning, Andrew. Where can people
thank
catch
you.
your Skylight thing? Can they just go online to find it?
Yeah, skylightmusictheater.org. They're going to have the concert set up there. It's $20, and again, it starts streaming on December 11th.
Love it. I'm in the holiday mood. Good to see you. Tell Susan
Good to see you
I
too,
love
dear.
her too.
All right.
And our sound
Bye
off for
now.
today, join in that conversation. What's your favorite lullaby and why? Is there something you heard when you were a kid, or is it something you've passed on to your kids? I want to know. Hopefully I'll have a chance to share those a little bit later in the show and sing them all for you. Just kidding.